Thank you, Program Director. His Arhompo, for His Majesty King Letsie III, Peter Gidumedise, the Honorable Prime Minister, Ndate Tsukwani Matekani, Honorable Ministers who are here present, Principal Chiefs of Mokhotlong and Madingwaneng, High Commissioners and members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of the implementing agency, representatives of the joint venture contractors and the design team, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. Ke lebohe ho fiwa nako ena ya hore ke etse puonyana. Ke lebohe le setjhaba sa Basotho se leng mona. Re keteka ho bulwa ha borokgo bona. This bridge is indeed a milestone in our long-standing collaboration between the Mountain Kingdom of Lesotho and South Africa. Indeed, this bridge is testament to the deep-seated relationship between our two countries. Rising high above the river valley, located more than 2,500 meters above sea level, this bridge has been built to endure. It will serve many generations to come, particularly in the way it has been constructed, as described by the engineers as they were explaining how they constructed this bridge. Together with the two other bridges being constructed to span the Pudihadi Reservoir, this bridge will improve travel across this part of the country, making transport easier and cheaper for communities, but also for businesses and visitors who will come and see this wonderful creation. This bridge tells a story of determination in the face of complexity. The project has experienced many challenges, but has also given us a great opportunity to do what many thought was impossible. However, the project team stayed focused amidst all the challenges. It has worked to ensure that no affected communities and no households are left worse off by this construction. Much still needs to be done to satisfy the needs of the communities that have been affected by this bridge. This reflects a shared commitment to development that is inclusive, that is also fair, humane, and equitable. This bridge project has created employment, I am told, to almost 1,200 people, most of them being Basotho. It has also employed many engineers, local mostly, many technicians, professionals from both countries. The Young Professionals Program, which is now part of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project, is introducing a number of graduates to the sector of engineering, building important structures such as this. Through this program, we are building the foundation for an infrastructure drive across our region and indeed across our continent. The Lesotho Highlands Water Project is one of the most ambitious and successful trans-boundary water projects in the world. It is the largest investment made by South Africa outside its borders. South Africa is a water-scarce country, and the waters of Lesotho's highlands are vital for our country's development. We remain forever grateful to Basotho for making water resources available to us. We do know that this water project also benefits the people of Lesotho, particularly in these areas where we are extracting water. So there is mutual beneficiation or benefit to both countries. Today's event is another signal of our strong bilateral relationship. In April last year, Prime Minister Matikena and I co-chaired the second session of the Binational Commission between our two countries in Maseru. We signed 6 bilateral agreements covering areas of cooperation such as water and energy, capacity building and skills development, defense and social development. Importantly, our two countries agreed to redouble our efforts to deepen economic cooperation for the development and growth of our respective economies. The next session of the Binational Commission, which is due to take place in Pretoria in South Africa shortly, will certainly register more progress as we deepen our cooperation in energy, in infrastructure, in agriculture, in telecommunications, in finance, industry, and the services sector. Your Majesty, Prime Minister and distinguished guests, being here for us as South Africans is a reminder of how impressive the evolution of this kingdom has been since the courageous King Moshoeshoe founded this great nation. People of South Africa will never forget the sacrifices that Basotho made in contributing to our freedom. South Africans and Basotho will forever be bound together, shaped by a common destiny, grounded in history, in geography, in language, and culture. The building of partnerships is very important in a changing, complex, and uncertain global environment. Guided by the spirit of Pan-Africanism, South-South cooperation, and solidarity, we are forging ahead to realize the vision of an economically integrated Africa as espoused by the African Union's Agenda 2063. As a reaffirmation of our desire to further deepen cooperation, I'm pleased to announce that South Africa will provide humanitarian assistance to the Kingdom of Lesotho to the value of 30 million rand from our African Renaissance Fund. This will help Lesotho to strengthen its national response to HIV and tuberculosis in the context of dwindling levels of international humanitarian assistance. As the current interim chair of SADC and chair later this year, South Africa will continue to promote and champion regional initiatives to accelerate trade, investment, and integration, and to deepen people-to-people links. The finalization of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project is within sight. We call on all implementing agencies, contractors, and oversight structures to complete the Pudihadi Dam and tunnel on time within budget to the highest standards. I was particularly pleased when I heard the CEO and the engineers saying that this bridge was completed on time and within the budget that had been allocated. This is a great development. We acknowledge and applaud all who made this project possible and who have contributed to its completion under the stewardship of our respective ministers. Minister of Water and Sanitation, Ms. Majodina from South Africa, reports that she has excellent relationships with her counterpart and is able to come here every quarter to oversee progress together with her counterpart. This is commendable. This project is more than infrastructure. It is indeed more than steel and concrete, as one of the reverends said and reminded us earlier. It is a symbol of a deep and enduring partnership, a partnership that has a deep and enduring history between our two peoples. We should continue to cherish that, and in a spirit of cooperation, we should commit ourselves to seeking solutions to whatever challenges and problems that will arise as our relationship continues. This bridge is an example of what Africa can achieve when it believes in itself, when it works together to advance the interests of its people. It is in this spirit of friendship, cooperation, and solidarity that I express sincere appreciation to you, Your Majesty, to the government and the people of this remarkable kingdom for your continued wonderful and warm relationship with South Africa and its people. Together we are building bridges to the future. And as we celebrate the building of this bridge, we must continue to celebrate our two nations. Ke a leboha, kgotso, pula, le nala.
Thank you very much, President Cyril Ramaphosa. Shared commitment to development, leaving no one behind. Lesotho and South Africa are very good neighbors, and we should share prosperity for both countries. And most probably, we need to have the best school of water engineering or water institute in this region. That is where we are heading behind this. Thank you very much, President Ramaphosa. Please allow me to request the Right Honorable the Prime Minister to deliver his introductory address in order to invite His Majesty the King to deliver the keynote address.
The King III, Your Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, Honorable President of the Senate, Right Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, His Lordship the Chief Justice, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Cabinet Ministers from Lesotho, Ministers from the Republic of South Africa, Your Excellencies, Heads of diplomatic mission and international organizations, honorable members of the Senate, in particular the principal chiefs of Madingwane and Mokhotlong, honorable members of the National Assembly, senior government officials, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great privilege for me to stand here and officiate at this segment of the program, and to also request His Majesty to deliver his keynote address. But before I do that, allow me to say a few words on behalf of the government of the Kingdom of Lesotho, in keeping with our tradition. Ya ho hlekela e moholo a tle a tsebe ho bua le rona. Your Majesty, Your Excellency President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Lesotho Highlands Water Project is not a relic of a previous era, but a living testimony for national development, cooperation and shared resources for regional integration. The inauguration of the Senqu Bridge under phase 2 of the LHWP demonstrates that this ascension is not just a rhetoric, but a structural and concrete reality. When this government reaffirmed Lesotho's commitment to phase 2, it did so fully aware of what was at stake. Water security for South Africa, energy security, economic development, and infrastructure development for Lesotho. The royalties and infrastructure that flow from this project are not incidental benefits. They are central to our development finance strategy. This government will ensure that every loot returned to Lesotho through phase 2 is invested wisely in health, in education, in infrastructure, and in the future of our young people. To the people of Mokhotlong, we know that phase 2 has asked something significant of you, which is that of making way for the project. displacement from ancestral land in the form of resettlement or relocation is a profound disruption. Therefore, no infrastructure project, however large and significant it may be, should be permitted to treat that disruption as an acceptable cost to be absorbed quietly. The government of Lesotho has directed the Lesotho Highlands Development Authority to honor its resettlement and livelihoods restoration commitments on time and in full. The LHWP Treaty and international best practice require that the standard of living of project-affected persons be improved. That is not something we merely want to hear reported, but it is something we expect to be experienced by the communities themselves. In the same token, I call upon all stakeholders to work tirelessly to ensure that communities are not left vulnerable as a result of this project. The LHWP must not only be recognized globally for engineering excellence, such as the Senqu Bridge, but it must also shine in the areas of social development, environmental stewardship, livelihood restoration, and public health. If it is to make a meaningful impact to our two countries. The Constitution of Lesotho, Lesotho Highlands Water Project Treaty, and Lesotho Highlands Development Authority Order of 1986 provide a legal framework for the protection and promotion of the rights of the people affected by the project, and those rights include right to development of their living conditions. We will continue to monitor compliance, and we will hold the implementing authorities accountable through the project legal instruments and other innovative means. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Senqu Bridge, the Mabunyane Bridge, and the Khubedu Bridge are not concessions, but obligations. Phase 2 committed to maintaining connectivity for affected communities, and Phase 2 is delivering on that commitment. These are the first of many bridges in the pipeline. It has also been reported to me that the project is currently working on feeder roads and other bridges designed to minimize the impact of the Pudihadi Dam on normal movement patterns. I therefore urge the project to ensure that the affected communities participate meaningfully in the identification of bridge locations. Do not tell me what you think or what you want. Engage them. Engage them and hear what they say will help them. This is because the people who live here know the area best, and the bridges are meant for them as end users. Their preferences are crucial. This is the minimum we should expect when a development project is genuinely and intentionally designed to benefit the country in which it is built. The project must deepen impact on the people, strengthen accountability in delivery, and ensure that its benefits are not abstract, but are felt in the daily lives of the people affected. Excellencies, allow me in conclusion to express the government's gratitude for His Excellency President Ramaphosa and the government of the Republic of South Africa for their partnership, which remains the cornerstone of this project. The LHW Treaty, now 4 decades strong, stands as one of Africa's most successful binational development agreements. We look forward to many more decades of fruitful collaboration. The Lesotho Highlands Water Commission, the Lesotho Highlands Development Authority, your board and staff, remember that you are the custodians of this valuable asset. Deliver your mandate diligently and meticulously in a manner that reflects your appreciation of the responsibility you carry. Your dedication on the confidence that this government places in you is reflected in the work we celebrate today. Continue to make us proud. To the Program Management Unit, Sutari and joint venture partners, the design teams, the RES joint venture, the Senqu Bridge contractor, and all subcontractors, you have left Lesotho with a permanent mark of excellence. We are grateful to you. And finally, to all the workers, especially the Basotho men and women who came to these highlands, who worked at the heights and in the most extreme cold, and who built this structure that will outlast all of us here. Your Majesty, Ndadi President, without further ado, allow me at this stage to invite His Majesty the King, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, the Minister of Natural Resources from Lesotho, and the Minister of Water and Sanitation from South Africa to come to the podium for an exchange of gesture, after which His Majesty will deliver his keynote address. Your Majesty, Your Excellency the President, and the Honorable Ministers.
Your Excellency, Ndati Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa, the Right Honorable the Prime Minister, Honorable President of the Senate, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Your Lordship, the Chief Justice, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers of the Government of Lesotho and the Government of the Republic of South Africa, distinguished members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Principal Chief of Mokhotlong and the Principal Chief of Madimwaneng, honorable members of the Senate, and honorable members of the National Assembly, Baruti Bamushweshwe, setjhaba sa heso le lona bana. Unfortunately for you and for me, the government secretary characterized my statement as a keynote address. Had she not done that, I would have had the liberty of going straight to the conclusion. Because what is contained in my statement has been said by almost every speaker who have spoken before me. So please don't blame me